Hey man, what's up fellas? It's I Am Conscious. This light is bright as hell. I'm gonna try not to let that distract me though. I just got out of ITT Tech and this computer class is really making me think because I'm starting to think about everything. I feel like everything is technology, including the very body, the very vehicle you drive. You see the veins are like pathways, like these are capillaries, are like wires. You know what I'm trying to say? It's like, and then that's just microcosm, big macroscopic. I'm driving over here, I'm following orders, software. I'm following the instructions. The instructions are you stop on the stop signs, you go on go, you go on green. Green is go. What I'm trying to say is, we follow instructions as if everything is like software, our brain, our consciousness. Now, every time we invent something and create new technology, whether it's this phone, for example, retains my information. A lot of my memory I can access through this phone. Life is all just one big clusterfuck of memories, is what I'm trying to say. Like, I want you guys to understand this, because if we all come to understand this, we all understand what our purpose is. And our purpose is to keep innovating new ways to help each other out. Now, it's the whole yin and yang, because for every good there's bad, for every bad there's good, All this good, there's gonna be those people that fall beneath the wayside, you know what I mean? And I don't even want to speak on that because it's nothing but negativity to speak on that. It's the bad side of the yin and yang. So, I'm just led to believe, man, that the universe and everything that exists is just one big chemical reaction, one big piece of technology. And who's the creator? We're the creators. We are the gods, because we create, and we create ourselves. Every time we talk about we are made in the image of God, God is everywhere. God is in our soul. God is love. God is innovation. God is us. We are the creators, There's devils too. Devils are destructors. They destroy. They're destroyers. So, kind of rambling because, when I'm tired, I kind of just like sit back and think a lot. But, yeah, man, it's just a big way to think. It's kind of weird, but I hope you guys get this vibe. It's probably going to sound crazy to some, but I know a few of you will understand, because it's a new millennia. It's a new way of thinking. It comes down to like everything you do makes sense, kind of. Everything in your life makes sense. There's synchronies all over you. You just got to pay attention. And I feel, in my personal belief, you don't have to believe this, but every time I see a synchrony, every time I see a coincidence, is what I'm trying to say, I feel like I'm going the right path. I see these numbers all the time, 423 or 324. Either of those, but I see them every time I look at a watch. My mind somehow just knows when to look at that watch at 324. Sometimes I see it randomly in people's car plates. Obviously, it's my mind looking for it, but why am I looking for that number? But whatever it is, I look at it like a good thing. I'm like, that number, okay, I'm on the right track. Superstition, man. I never used to be superstitious. I used to be really atheist and hard-headed. And I'm an atheist to some degree, in the sense that I don't believe in God. I don't believe in a supreme being that watches everything you do and is going to punish you. Not directly that way, where it's one entity out there in heaven. But I do think we punish ourselves when we do bad. We are the gods punishing ourselves. Heaven and hell is here on earth. You create it. You know what I mean? And I think is there a neutral point? I think neutral point is maybe Buddhism. It's that connection between spirituality, religion, and science. It's kind of crazy, man. I haven't meditated. I want to start meditating, but I hope you guys, whatever you guys study, whatever you do, whether it's math you like, whether it's soccer, I don't care, man. I don't care if you like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is, I think it's important that you begin to think a little deeper about things in life. It's fine. You don't have to take life so serious, because I don't anyway. Like I said before, the two kinds of not gives a fuck. It's in my other video if you want to look it up. I go for that second type of not give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, but I know there's shit going on, but I don't care. I'm going to do me and come up. You got to be a little selfish. You got to know when to be humble. You got to know when to do things. Like, there's no universal rules to this thing. You control the outcome. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got this mind right here, this brain. I don't know how many fucking years of evolution took for us to get here. Everything that exists is intelligence. It's like you kind of lose yourself. I lose myself when I start saying these things, because I start thinking everything is everything. Everything is nothing. It's like one big paradox, one big like loophole, not loophole, one big wall. It's like you hit a wall, you can't like, doesn't make sense of anything else, because we're not ready yet. Maybe we're not ready yet globally. Maybe communities matter, family matters. It's important that you have a good family. It's important that you and your family get along well, and it's important that whenever there's a problem, you confront it right then and there. You know what happens with people who don't confront problems? They talk behind people's back, shady shit. I'm saying this because I used to do this. Now that I'm aware of it, I recognize other people doing it. It's like I went from indigo to being a rainbow child. You know what I'm saying? It's a big transition. It's alchemy, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of life changes in my life right now. Like, I used to be very shy, very quiet, very loner, very insecure. And, you know, insecurities are always there. You know, we're all insecure at one point or another, at some things or another. But overall, man, I don't really care what people think as far as how I look, what I wear, what I do, what I think, what I say. I kind of just do me, and whoever likes it, likes it. Whoever likes it, I like too, because there's a mutual understanding. Those are your friends. You don't have to agree with what I say. Find that peer group who you associate with yourself with and make things happen. Innovate. As long as it's all for good. If it's not all for good, then you know you're gonna have a hard time. You're gonna struggle at life. I'm only saying this, man, because I'm all about love and peace. You know what I'm saying? You know, hate and violence is necessary at times. So far I've managed to keep it cool with everybody, and no problems since this recent change of becoming a rainbow child. And if you don't know what a rainbow child is, indigos are the, you know, introverted. Rainbow childs are extroverted. It's just another word, you know. Everything is just words. I want to tell you guys something about language too, man. Everything is language. Like, people say that the English language is dying out. We're using a lot of slang. No, we're actually perfecting it, because language itself is a tool. It's a technology. We're just saying shit like fuck instead of saying, well, this situation is bad, or like, this situation sucks. You know, we say fuck. We already know right away what you mean. You know, technology is all about decreasing the buffer time between when you get information. You know what I'm saying? And that doesn't mean to say, I don't mean to say that buffer time is bad. Sometimes you need buffer time to think and reflect, whatever you want to figure that out with. But you definitely, as part of like purpose, I think our purpose is to innovate. And anytime you meet a devil, man, you'll sometimes play the devil and you won't even notice. But anytime you meet a person doing you wrong, who steals, who lies, who hides, it's like the key word. Anyone who's hiding, insecurities, fear, things that separate us. That's why we're all one, man. We really are. Like, I think that we all just fail to understand that yet, and that's fine, because I'm cool with that. You know, like, that's just where we are on the timeline. And like, I'm not worried about nothing, man. I'm glad I read into Buddhism, like with Alan Watts. I recommend this video called "Stop Trying to Change the World" by Alan Watts. This is for all you activists, for all you atheists. It's fine, you know, you want to change something. If that's your real passion, go for it. But at the same time, always keep in mind that you can't let the position and the perspectives of others to like influence you, and to the point where you're going to like have a bad trip, have a bad journey in life, where the point where you're going to be like, man, these people are stupid as fuck, or like, man, you see that group over there, those Mexicans, those soccer players, those innovators, those cocky assholes. You can put any name there is, man. You can put it in any category, man. We all judge each other. I do it too sometimes. It's part of like recognizing yourself. You need to see the opposites to recognize who you are, and the opposites are recognizing you to recognize who they are. You know, it's all one big clusterfuck, like I said. I apologize for the language, but I'm genuine, and it's what comes out. And anyway, back to the positive shit. I want you guys to understand this. You could really do anything you want, like legit. And the more people think like that, the better it goes, because you surround yourself with people who think like that, and you guys get grouped together and plot to make it a better world. Include everybody. Include everyone is included. Anyone who wants to be included anyway. You know what I mean? You can't force people either, but anyone who wants to be